Hi, I am making this video to address an answer to a question that I get asked a lot, and it's becoming more and more frequent since I've started offering my online classes for sale. And that question is, insert X here, but that question is, which class shall I do for X pain? So my back hurts, which class shall I do? My knee hurts, which class shall I do? My foot hurts, which class shall I do? The answer is, I really don't know. I cannot advise your individual body without watching your individual body move and how it reacts to certain movements. Back pain is not a blanket issue. Knee pain is not a blanket issue. It is not the same as the person standing next to you. So one person can have knee pain because of their ankle not moving. One person can have knee pain because their whole upper body is toppling forwards and it's putting too much pressure through their knees as they walk. One person can have pelvic pain because their pelvis is wonky. Another person can have pelvic pain, again, because their upper body is too rounded forwards. I really can't comment on your individual body without looking and assessing your individual body. And for that reason, I also can't advise you on which of my online classes is the most appropriate for you to buy, because I don't know. My classes are not based upon people's pain. So you might see, if you have a look at them, I have things like a shoulder class, I have things like an extension class, I have things like spinal mobility, hip opening, glutes, feet, various different topics, but these classes are not categorized by these are classes that are appropriate to do for this person's pain. They are classes based off movements around mobilizing and strengthening specific parts of the body. So, a very clear example of that is my shoulder class that you might be able to see is not necessarily appropriate for you if you have shoulder pain. It is a shoulder class which works to mobilize and sort of get your shoulders moving differently, but it doesn't necessarily make your shoulder pain better. And in fact, if your shoulder pain is a compensation for something else in your body, so if your shoulders are overworking and extremely tired and impinged because of your pelvis being off, the shoulder class might actually make your shoulder pain feel worse, whereas the pelvic class will make your shoulders feel better. So I just wanted to jump on here and say this because I am getting more and more messages, people asking for what is individual advice in a way that I can't possibly offer it. I would love to be able to help you. And if you want me to help you, please do book in a one-to-one appointment with me, or consider doing some digital therapy where at least I have the results of how your body moves in order to assess what your issue might be. But I cannot comment on your aches and pains via social media messaging or just via email, because there's so much more to it than that. And what my advice is to, if you don't want to do one of my classes, have a look on my YouTube and just explore the videos that are on there, and you might pick up a few exercises or specific things that really help you, and that gives you an indication of what your body needs. So if you have chronic shoulder pain that you can never get rid of, and then you find a random exercise on my YouTube which is actually working your ankle, and then your shoulder pain goes down, what that tells you is that your shoulder pain is being massively dictated by the lack of mobility in your ankle. And by working your feet and your ankles more, you might reduce your shoulder pain. Only you know how your body feels. And just because one area of your body hurts, generally speaking, that's not the part of your body where the main issue is. It's generally that bit that hurts is overworking, it's overloading, it's compensating because something else somewhere doesn't work very well. So please be open-minded as to which exercises or which classes you think will help you the most, because actually, in my experience, the bit of the body that is fallen asleep, you don't even know that it's fallen asleep. So it's not going to be something that you're necessarily thinking of. You're overwhelmed by your neck and shoulder pain, so that's what you're thinking of. But actually, it's your sleepy foot or your sleepy hip that is setting off this cascade reaction up the kinetic chain and causing that pain in the area. So I just wanted to say that because it's really difficult for me to respond to these messages sort of individually. I really cannot comment on your individual body without assessing you, because your symptoms of pain might present in exactly the same place as somebody else's symptoms of pain, but may be caused by an entirely different reason. And if I want to say the party line and say what I kind of really want to say, is that, you know, say you've got, I don't know, Achilles tendonitis. Yes, you can do things that might like directly help the Achilles tendonitis by doing things like calf stretches or waking up your hips, but actually my approach is that I want your whole body to be functional. I'm not focusing on that symptom of pain. In a way, I don't care about your symptoms of pain. I want them to get better, but your symptoms of pain don't really give me any information as to which bits of your body aren't working, so they're not helpful to me. What is helpful is obviously if they go down over time, but my approach is a whole body approach. So just because you've got Achilles tendonitis doesn't mean that I'm going to give you exercises for that foot. I will be looking at your whole body, how it loads, how it interacts with all the other joints, how gravity is bearing a load through your joints. It's a whole body approach, not just focusing on that one area. So if you are interested and you want to buy my classes and choose the best one for you, I'm really sorry, but I don't know. You just have to kind of play around and see what works for you, because it might really not be the class that you would expect. So I hope you find this helpful. I'm really not meaning to be dismissive at all, and I really would like to help as many people as possible, but I just can't comment on your body without inspecting you first. So yeah, I hope you find this helpful. Bye.